This is the PWA Crossing the Finish Line podcast series for people who want to be as successful as possible in their careers. The topic of this podcast is image and exposure. To get to the next level, you must effectively manage your image and your exposure. To move from the mid-level to the most senior levels of your organization requires more than just performance. That is, performance must be a given. And what we're talking about now is what's important beyond performance. And one of the first things that you will find to be important is your image. You must manage the way you are perceived or your image. So, when we think about image, the first question I would ask you is, what is your hallway reputation? Do you know what is said about you when you're not in the room? If I wanted to offer you a position in my organization and I asked your manager and your peers about you, what would they say? Well, if you don't know what they would say, then you need to find out. What do people say about you? And if what they would say is not what you would like said about you, then you need to change the way people see you. Now, how would you find out about your hallway reputation? How would you find out what people are saying? Well, you would use your network, your trusted confidants, your mentor, maybe even the results of your 360-degree feedback to find out how people see you and what they actually say about you. The second part of your image has to do with your executive presence. Do you look the part? One of the things we know for a fact is that a large part of getting to the next level is looking as though you fit in. And you need to look as though you fit in before anybody will give you the chance to fit in. So, do you currently dress in a similar way as the people at the next level? Do you have executive presence, confidence, a pleasing demeanor, positive body language? Do you use the language of executives at the next level? Ask one of your trusted confidants to give you some feedback about your overall package. Do you look as though you are ready for the next level? As well as image, exposure is absolutely critical. Exposure means the amount of visibility you have with people who can make a difference to your career. You need exposure to senior leaders to gain a mentor and a sponsor who can be helpful to your career. It really doesn't matter if you have superior performance if the right people know nothing about it. You need exposure and visibility to the right people to get ahead. And who are the right people? And how do you get that exposure? Well, are you presenting your own work? Are you getting credit for your work? Are you attending the right meetings? Meetings with executives who are at least 1 to 2 levels above you. Are you invited to the right events, both the formal events and the informal events? Are senior people inviting you to come and talk with them and you are ignoring the invitation? Does your boss's boss know you? Does the head of your business department or division know you? Those are all exposure and visibility opportunities. Well, we have just discussed the importance of image and exposure to your career. If you keep this information in mind, you will be well on your way to crossing the finish line. Thank you.